Guys, welcome back. I wanted to just make a quick video for you today. It is Saturday, so happy Loki's Day. And yeah, I have the hair back and everything. Look a little different today. I wanted to make you a video because I had like two strange dreams that kind of colluded yesterday. Last night. The first was I was in this dream and this woman walked up to me, and I don't know if I was in a hospital or I was just in a area like a hospital, but this woman walked up to me and she's talking to me, and I'm like looking at my hair. You guys know how I am. And she's talking to me, and she's saying something about like self-approval, self-acceptance, something. And you guys all know I'm big. I'm like an even 200, and it was like, you know, this is the size I am when I'm not on the crazy restrictive diet I mentioned to you guys, which was literally less than probably a 3-year-old child eats, and I have to eat that and literally work out about 4 hours a day to lose weight. It's just one of those things. I know. It's like I can either eat like a little girl and start blacking out and work out until I'm like ready to puke to lose weight, or I can, you know, eat one uncomfortable eating. And again, I know people have this fantasy that fat people sit around all day like shoving food in our faces, and we don't, and be normal. And the thing was, I wonder how many people like this could apply to, that you're not having the self-acceptance and everything. And I don't just mean for like your size. Maybe people are telling you you're too skinny, or you're too short, or you're too tall, or you're too something. Unfortunately, we live in a society today where total strangers feel they have the right to come up and tell you what's wrong with you. It's like, really? I was raised with manners, so this strange new real, you know, really rude, obnoxious world, I wonder where everybody lost their damn minds. Yeah, I know they're going to not pay me, but they're not paying me anyhow. So, and the thing to remember is, in the second part of the dream was I was like in a garden somewhere. Again, still my same size, which was unusual because you know, fat people are like anyone else. If we're going to think of ourselves, we're probably going to think of ourselves super thin, because that's usually the only image we're given in society. Look at our gods, unless you like look at Japan, you're not going to see too many fat gods. And there are fat characters in culture, but anyhow, I'm in this kind of like really peaceful garden area, and again, it like had this like strange feeling. Both parts, I had like this strange feeling of the hereafter, and there were all these fox statues around me. So I'm like, okay, what is going on? Why am I surrounded with all these fox statues? And then I realized, you know, I think it was Loki pushing to make a video on actual self-acceptance. We can say we accept ourselves, we can say we're proud and everything, but then we all know those people that love to push our buttons. Like, I have both aunties, and like the one will say crap to my face like, well, my daughter walks 5 hours a day. Well, good for her. Good for her that she walks 5 hours a day. When she's so old and she doesn't have kneecaps or anything else left, don't come crying to me that, oh, she has to go for surgery. Because you can't exercise too much and destroy your body. And, you know, that side of the family is like that. They're extremely negative. They're extremely putting me down. They actually don't love me for who I am, which I've said before. And I finally accept now that they actually don't love me for who I am. They're very superficial people. They want this outside to be like a size 0 is what they want. And it's like, honey, my bones aren't a size 0. I'm like, even if I lose weight and go down to like on the crash diet, the latest I was like 130, I'm still a solid 12. I'm never going to get down to size 0. And unless you kill me and strip all the meat off of my bones, I'm probably never going to be size 0. And I think it was important to kind of push that towards you, because today I was like kind of grumbly. It's Saturday and I'm doing like my devotionals and everything, and he's like, well, you know, you can either go back on this crazy diet and you can literally starve yourself to death and, you know, ruin your health and have your hair start to fall out and start to have blackouts and everything else, or you can just accept that when you naturally eat what you want, this is your natural size. And again, guys, I think that's something towards all of us, because I've never, like, ate to the point, like, to abuse my body. I don't sit there with a gallon of ice cream or something, and I'm not judging you if you do. If you sit there with a gallon of ice cream and you're truly happy, more power to you. And it's not like using food as an emotional crutch or anything. I just like to eat, and my metabolism is crap, and I'm exercising moderately because I only have so much energy through the day, and I don't have energy or inclination to go out and work out like I used to. I used to work out 2 to 4 hours a day. So, I just kind of wanted to get that out to you guys, because I know a lot of people get shamed for stuff, like, I know, like, when my tremors are acting up because I'm no longer on the medication, some people were, like, shy away from me for that, too, and it's like, well, I could either, like, starve myself to death and go on all this crappy medication and be terribly sick as a dog just to please strangers, or just to please, like, 1 or 2 family members that aren't, frankly, worth anything, or I could, you know, not be on the medication, eat sensibly, and accept that I'm just a big person. And, you know, that's okay. And Loki will drag you kicking and screaming to that point if he has to, because that's his job. But not everybody on this planet is going to be the same size. I've known people that have been super skinny their whole entire life. They could eat like a whole entire pizza, and they get it. And there are people that get for being too short, too tall, or your skin color, or your eye color, or whatever, your hair, whatever. Don't let people do that to you. Don't let them put you in that place, and make sure that when you, work with Loki, you say, well, hey, I hear what you're saying. I hear you say you love me and accept me. I hear the gods saying this, but society is, telling me something. And basically, to me, in part of my language, Loki's response was, well, fuck society. And because, you know, he has no patience for people bullying other people. I mean, if people think that everyone around them has to look pretty for them, they got some damn problems upstairs they need to take care of, frankly, because this world was not invented for any one person, and everyone else on here, you know, on the planet is not a stage prop to look pretty for other people. I mean, that's the definition of hubris right there, if that's what you really think. So, guys, I hope you like what you saw, and I hope you enjoy the message, because, again, it felt like it wasn't just towards me. I'm like, I know for a lot of other people, they're going through stuff because people tell them they're not pretty enough, or they're not young enough, or they're not old enough, or you're always going to be not something to some people. And don't let these people ruin your life, and don't let them ruin your self-confidence, because, you know, they have to deal with being those kind of people. And they're going to be superficial, small people their whole entire life, and that's going to suck donkey balls in the hereafter, because they're going to have so much more to do to catch up to everyone else. But, yeah, I know I'm kind of cursing, and I've, like, been a very good girl, and I've behaved up until now, but it's like, you know, after a while, like, when you work with Loki, I guess, like, your tongue slips, or you get tired, or you, like, you get tired of the prevalence of, like, fat shaming, or thin shaming, or body shaming, or image shaming out there. I mean, YouTube's become an absolute cesspool of, shaming people over body image, and you should never let that happen. So, I hope this helped, guys, and I hope you are learning to love and accept yourself the way you are. There's nothing wrong, after all, with if you wanted to gradually change something, you could. But don't let other people pressure you into it either. If that's the only reason you're doing it, and that's the only reason I did it when I lost weight, I can guarantee you, you'll change back. Unless you're getting plastic surgery, you're going to change back, because it's nothing you want for yourself. If it's something, you know, you want for yourself, and it's a process you feel you must go on, Loki can help with that too, but remember to examine your reasons. If the only reason you're doing it is to fit in or to be accepted, more than likely it's not going to stick, because once you reach your goal, you'll find out, as I did, nothing really changes. The people that were so jerks to you before were jerks to you now, or they're always reminding you of when you didn't fit their standards, so they never really truly accept you. So I hope that helps, guys, and it felt like the right video to make for today. I know it's not like Loki per se, but he can help you with image, because remember, he is a shapeshifter, and he can look like anything he likes, so, you know, it doesn't matter what color you are, it doesn't matter what size you are, your age, or what you look like, or anything, or whatever people give me a problem with. Just remember to love yourself. Okay, so I hope that helped you guys some, because I feel these nudges, and this felt like the right video to make for today. So, if you like what you see, like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.